They were heroes on the field, flawless, fearless, and unstoppable. But behind those helmets were men fighting battles no one ever saw. Fame, pressure, betrayal, the spotlight hid more than it revealed. What secret fear haunted a quarterback who looked unshakable in every game? Which legend risked everything, even his career, to protect the truth? And how did one silent moment in the locker room change an entire legacy forever? And because when the lights went out and the crowd went home, that's when the real stories began. This is every hidden truth about legendary NFL quarterbacks, where greatness meets the pain nobody ever talked about. Every hidden truth about legendary NFL quarterbacks. The secret fear. What secret fear haunted a quarterback who looked unshakable? And start with the image everyone knows, a quarterback standing tall, calling plays, looking like nothing could break him. But zoom in closer. His hands are shaking. Not from the cold. From something darker. And reveal how even the greatest QBs dealt with crippling anxiety before every snap. Name a legend, like Terry Bradshaw, who admitted he felt like a failure even after winning Super Bowls. Show how the fear of letting down millions ate at him every single night. Then twist it, mention another QB who had panic attacks in the tunnel before games. And his teammates never knew. The coaches never knew. But the camera caught it once, and what happened next almost ended everything. But that fear. It wasn't the worst secret he was hiding, the career-risking truth. Which legend risked everything, even his career, to protect the truth? Now we pull back the curtain on loyalty and betrayal. And introduce a QB who knew something dangerous, maybe a teammate's addiction, a coach's corruption, or a dirty play that could have ruined lives. He had two choices: speak up and lose everything, or stay quiet and live with the guilt. Walk through the pressure. The phone calls, the threats, the meetings behind closed doors. Reveal how he finally made his choice, and it cost him. Maybe he got benched. Maybe he got traded. And maybe the media turned on him and fans booed his name. But here's the kicker: years later, the truth came out, and suddenly everyone saw him differently. And paint the emotional weight of that moment when he realized doing the right thing meant sacrificing his dream. But none of that compares to what happened in the locker room that one night. The silent moment that changed everything. How did one silent moment in the locker room change an entire legacy forever? Set the scene, game's over, lights are dim, teammates are packing up. Then zoom in on a QB sitting alone, head in his hands. No one's talking to him. No one's looking at him. Because something just happened that nobody will forget. Maybe it was a mistake he made that cost them the championship. Maybe it was something he said that broke the team apart. Or maybe it was something he didn't do when his team needed him most. Describe the silence, how heavy it felt, how long it lasted. Then reveal the aftermath. And how that moment followed him for years. How it redefined his career, his relationships, his legacy. But end with the twist: what if that moment wasn't what everyone thought it was? What if the real story was completely different, and the truth only came out decades later? And that's just the beginning of what we never knew. So there you have it, the hidden truths behind the legends. The fears they carried. The sacrifices they made. The moments that changed everything. These weren't just the greatest quarterbacks of all time, they were human beings fighting battles we never saw. From Tom Brady's obsession to Joe Montana's pressure, from Super Bowl glory to locker room silence, every legend has a story the cameras missed. If this opened your eyes to what really happens behind the helmet, hit that like button and subscribe. Because the truth? It's always bigger than the game.